The first match of top 32, SDX versus Liquid Salem.
So far, starting off with a little bit of a defensive start. Neither play wanting to commit, but Salem getting the first hit. Only doing 21% though in the process. And SDX, hopefully his SDI is on point. Luckily for him it is. Does he get a punish? No, he misses the dash attack. Very unfortunate for him. 50% unanswered. His stock may be gone. Salem's still out there. SDX makes it back for the moment.
Yeah, now this is where we start to see more defensive play. Bayonetta racks up so much damage early, but Mewtwo is a rage monster, and they do actually like Smashville a lot. So once he gets one hit going, it's possible that we might see Bayonetta carried off the side. But here we go. There's that first hit. But SDX not getting anything else out of it. Now Salem's starting to play more defensive. He knows that SDX has to approach, and I mean, Mewtwo's approach options are solid, but Bayonetta's defensive options are just way stronger.
Good grab right there. Last time he went for the dash attack that did get shielded, so SDX this time recognizing and getting a grab. Tagging on the damage bit by bit, you know, and as long as he's not carried off the top, doesn't die quite too early, he can definitely bring this back if he keeps his neutral game up.
Yeah, it's something that you kind of have to respect versus Bayonetta. Sometimes you get hit, and you'll be hit for a while. You'll be taken like for maybe 60-ish%, but then you get to play again, and then that's where you can start to make her sweat a bit.
And right now, I think SDX is still sweating at 97%. And Debria losing his stock to a smash attack still should be safe from a back air. But also, every time Salem gets a hit, he finishes with a couple bullets, just attack on 2 to 3 more %.
Yeah, and that, against most characters, that doesn't matter as much, but against Mewtwo, that matters way more. It's one of the lightest characters in the game.
It does. And at 111, he cannot get hit by anything. Is he going to make it back? He does, but for how long? Not that long. Off the top he goes. Salem getting that catch. Taking stock number 1, only taking 61% in the process.
Yeah, definitely solid. Mewtwo is one of those characters who can still bring it back, but the way that Salem plays so patient, so defensively, SDX has to really crack him open first.
He does. He does have a best of 5 set to play with, so that does help him out currently at least. But it almost looks like SDX just isn't fully awake. He's not moving as quickly as we are accustomed to seeing. So, but if he does wake up, you know, Salem could definitely have a rough time. Misses that down tilt courtesy of the bats within.
And that's what's one of the good things about, like you said, a best of 5 set. Even if you aren't awake yet, you have until about game 3 before you really need to wake up. So this one, it matters a lot, especially in the long run if they trade games back and forth. But in the grand scheme of things, you can gather data, and it's not the worst.
Yeah. And he is definitely having plenty of time to gather data. We're approaching the halfway mark into this match. Only one stock has been gone. He does get the Nair as their follow-up, not able to do it. Salem just a little bit too far away for that forward air to connect.
Yeah, excellent spacing by him. That forward air is so hard to space around. It's just that, like, you know, it's such a big hitbox. It's so hard to really space around. But the fact you can do it with a tall character really speaks to your fortitude right now. But here comes SDX starting to throw out those shadow balls. We see Wadi go for those all the time. That seems to be the bread and butter in this matchup.
Yeah, it's one of the few options in the game you have that cannot be witch timed and really hurt you for. Obviously, if you are too close to Bayonetta, she will connect with the witch time. But, you know, Mewtwo's just going to stay far away, kind of throw it out, see if he gets punished, and this time he does get it again. Bayonetta at 135, and Debria losing the stock to an up throw. Ooh. So now there is another kill option that Salem has to worry about if he wants to continue this 2-stock lead.
And now SDX is really starting to play to his elements, but that was definitely a swing. But, oh my god, the pixels away. We saw the sparks from the Phantom hit come through.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to go for a grab in that scenario. Opted for the forward air, missed it. Misses that one as well. He is trying to hunt down Salem, and he finally does get it. Stock number 1 is gone, only 42% on SDX. Definitely looking more alive.
Yeah, that was excellent play on the back foot coming through from SDX. The first stock was all Salem. I think he only had like maybe 60% on him when that stock was taken. So now that's easily made up, especially by Mewtwo. This character hits so hard, but Bayonetta is coming through, especially on the side of the blast zone on Smashville. This could be very bad for him. Nice ledge trap to force a scenario where SDX is on his back foot again, and he eats a back air, throws out the shadow ball against the ledge. I like the attempt, but slightly missed space.
And SDX air dodging his way down makes it.
Ooh.
I thought we were going to see it, and this forward throw might do it, and it does do it. The worst spot to get grabbed, but Salem looking calculated as ever.
Yeah, I like the idea of SDX tech rolling towards the blast zone there. So many players will try and read a tech roll in, because even like if you aren't thinking about it subconsciously, you're like, I want to be away from the blast zone. Blast zone means death. I want to be, you know, center stage where I'm safe. So rolling away is trying to throw off Salem a lot. Salem, though, whether it was the reaction times or just a hard read, he was able to pick up that fourth throw and take game number 1. We're going straight back into Smashville.
SDX not feeling like the stage particularly played a role into his defeat. And he was definitely bringing it back, and even that stock loss at the end was just unfortunate positioning. Good SDI right there, no punish though, but only 26%, not the end of the world. Salem still just kind of stray striking his way into victory though.
Yeah, and that scenario on the left side of the stage was really scary. He actually could have died if he didn't air dodge DI that forward air properly.
I mean, that's the third trump that Salem's actually gotten on SDX. He will not roll on. Apparently he's very comfortable with being hit off of the stage and just saying, I'll work my way back on one way or another.
I mean, when you're playing as Mewtwo, that's a very okay position to be in, all things considered. Mewtwo has his Confusion, which can lift his momentum a little bit. He has Shadow Ball, which can move him around a little bit more. He has Teleport, which is like, you know, invisible. So Mewtwo has options. It's not like he's just all on his own there.
Oh, and this is where SDX shines. Oh. Not going to get the kill. He loses stock in the process. Did Salem just save him? No, Salem did not save him. I give it life, and I take it away. This time, actually, a stronger lead than last time. He was at 60% when he took stock number 1 before, so SDX definitely going to have to make some adjustments because Salem right now is just running away with this.
Yeah, and it was interesting because that was more of an interactive stop coming through from SDX. He got to play the game more, but even then, Salem just outplayed him and built a stronger lead than he did last game.
And, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of Salem's unorthodox defense that's making it so difficult for SDX to get in. Because Salem will be patient, but the moment you do anything, right there, he went for an air dodge and Salem was just completely ready for it. You think he's going to run away and just, at a moment's notice, he is chasing you down, and he is relentless once he begins.
Yeah, I always compare Salem's play to a boa constrictor. The more you resist it is the more, like, the tighter the squeeze gets. Sometimes you really can't really do much against Bayonetta. Or not really Bayonetta, but Salem's Bayonetta in particular, because he will just blow you away. But speaking of blown away, the Shadow Ball has enough priority to go through all of those bullets and take that stock. SDX at 75%.
We're going to see if SDX still has some fuel left in the tank now at 91 to 76%. Mewtwo definitely capable of still winning this, especially SDX with a lot of the conversions he has, but he has to get that initial opening.
Yeah. I mean, especially right now, Salem's at 0. He has to make whatever opening he counts right now, or has right now big. But Salem getting a lock with the bullets, I don't think he was ready to capitalize on it. But he still, you know, is in a good position. He just takes center stage and lets SDX come to him.
The back air's coming in, and Salem, you know, just kind of putting up a bit of a wall, goes for the trump this time, the fake one. SDX does not bite.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I like that Salem's going for these trumps early on in the set because later on it might make a difference. But yes, Salem actually did have to air dodge there. It was kind of 50-50, but Salem guessed right.
And SDX starting to look a little bit better, gets that nair. Oh, he did not go for the footstool. I thought he was possibly going to do that setup as well. Right now, I think he is kind of saying, hey, I should have done it. I could have won that game.
I think he actually went for it, but Salem SDI'd away just enough to avoid getting the footstool because he got up tilted out of the startup of his double jump. Mewtwo's double jump has such a slow startup to it. So, I mean, bigger hitboxes like Bayonetta's up tilt are liable to pick him out of the air there.
Either way, Salem is definitely very happy right now, moving his lead to 2-0. And you know, SDX going back to Smashville, you have to question if maybe you should try a stage switch, maybe take a little bit more time, compose yourself, because you do not want this to be a 3-0 and a handshake.
Yeah, especially not for your first game of the day. This is winner's bracket, so SDX still has some time to play. But, I mean, if this keeps up, that fall to losers looking imminent. 50% on him already off a strong combo, and Salem sticking with him all the way through the landing.
That dash attack not connecting again, and Salem rinse and repeat, putting him off stage. And right now, is he going to be able to get up? He does manage to get up. Can he get anything else? I know, you know, at that point, Salem was like, hey, I'm in your head. I know what you're going to do. SDX, though, showing he still has composure.
Yeah, and that was also the thing. Like, Salem went for so many ledge trumps game 1 and 2 that he was expecting some sort of buffered option. A roll, a jump. That time, you know, there's only 3 things you can do from ledge buffered. I think that was a safe bet, and he didn't get punched too hard for it.
Yeah. Now, one thing that SDX may start doing, if you recognize it, is that Salem in neutral a lot of the time likes to go for a side B downwards, and then if it hits the shield, he goes to the ledge. You know, when Bayonetta's going to the ledge, you do have one chance to actually hit her, because if she witch times, she generally loses her stock.
If she doesn't have an up B yet, or a left, yeah.
So he might want to just kind of keep that in the back of his mind if that scenario does arise.
Yeah, and he's finally getting something going. 124%. See a footstool? No, look at that DI from Salem. He's not trying to get by anything out of after that nair.
Ooh, good stuff right now from SDX, fighting his way back onto the stage. Has Bayonetta at 69%, but right now, you know, SDX has to worry about this back air and the nair. You know Salem's going to throw them out. And he does, but he misses. Very fortunate.
Whoa.
Oh, I thought that Shadow Ball was going to connect, but he did not pull the trigger.
He was facing the wrong way. I don't think he V-reversed it. Missing a Trump potentially. Salem dodging a bullet with that Shadow Ball, using every bit of his intangibility. Here we go, another neutral air though, and Salem's DI on these neutral airs has been amazing. But SDX, another missed opportunity. He had 2 air dodges to punch that with the forward air.
And we have a game on our hands right now, 106 to 150. Either of these characters can lose right away.
Whoa.
Is that going to be it? No, SDX still alive for the moment. Has to get off the ledge, though, and you know the back airs and theirs are going to be there, and it's there. Beautiful
Nice
tech coming in from SDX. Another one. Salem is not able to eliminate it, and SDX fights his way back onto the stage, taking the first lead of this set.
And now the crowd is starting to come alive. The forward throw should do it, but we have an even game. SDX managing to bring it all the way back, and this is the best position he's been in this entire set.
If he can carry this momentum, he can put himself on the board and potentially continue this winner's bracket. But right now, Salem trying to make it oh so difficult.
All right, neutral air. What do we have after that? A forward throw, still good damage, but Salem using every angle that Bayonetta has to get through the barrage of neutral airs and shadow balls, but not that time. Now the DI isn't there. Nice air dodge by SDX to get out of that scenario. He recognized there's not much more he can get, but now there's something. Bayonetta's hitbox when she's lying down is so awkward that SDX wasn't able to make anything off that, or maybe it was just slightly misspaced. Let's Trump. Another one. This is the regrab.
Is this it?
Nice confusion, but nice tech, and the Witch Twist pops him up to the safety of the platform. SDX gets to play again, and air dodge read, and SDX takes game number 3. We got a set, Twitch chat. Get in here.
The crowd is alive now, sounding way more electric. You cannot see them all on screen right now, but it was crickets in here moments prior to that. You know, every time SDX took a stock, you could tell the crowd was on his side, whether it's because he's the underdog or he's just kind of the local favorite. But either way, he puts himself on the board and the crowd is excited.
Yes, absolutely. People are starting to trickle in. It's still a little bit early. It's like 11:20 here on the East Coast. So Smashers, you know, Saturday night, like to have fun, sometimes stay up too late, but then people always try and get in here for the top 32 to top 8 matches because that's where the real action is.
And we're not staying awake just because we're playing video games all the time, guys. You know, we do other things.
Yeah, we're social. We have fun.
We have that negative stigma.
Yeah. Gamers, man, we're out here. We're out here. Here we go.
So 26% on Salem, and right now SDX almost tying it right back up. The Nair really has been the thing that SDX is making a great use of. I don't know how he's seeing these openings, but he's getting these Nairs, whether it's on a roll read or he just knows when Salem's going to jump, and that's what's kept him in this game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Salem's DI on the Nairs has been really good most of the time, but I feel like SDX is starting to adjust to it to keep him in longer, follow the drift. Mewtwo's aerial momentum is actually pretty solid. Just like that. He gets all the hits. Oh, he thought Salem would hit the tech. Not teching actually might have saved Salem's life right there. That Sable can only hit grounded opponents.
And they are swinging at each other. Salem, another combo. It was dead even prior to those bullets right there. Just a testament to the skill level of both these players. And that empty jump grab has paid off so many times for Salem. It's just such a scary position to be in, knowing that Bayonetta has so many tools to throw at you. You want to hold the shield, and Salem's aware of it.
Absolutely, especially at this percent. We are on Battlefield, like I said before, big blast zones. But wow, those guys both calling each other's bluff the whole way through. But that time, SDX doubles down, throws him a forward air for his trouble. There's a regrab, but look at Salem's movement right there at the ledge. He was just playing so cheeky so that SDX couldn't get a bead on when he was going to regrab.
And SDX was aware of it. He did not press a button. He did not flinch by any means. Is he going to get up right now, though? These back airs are so scary. Salem trying to set it up. Salem not able to get it. I was wrong. Moments later, X marks the spot that back air comes in from Salem.
Yeah, so far, amazing play from these guys. I mean, Salem's only at 89%, but Battlefield has big blast zones, like I keep saying. Mewtwo does like to have rage, but the thing is, you might not have a chance to build up rage unless you go for big kill moves like that, because Bayonetta with rage will kill you off the top super early if your SDI isn't on point. Nice roll in from SDX right there, just barely getting under the onslaught.
And he was ready for that tomahawk grab this time around. Salem tried to do it, and he says, actually, I will grab you this time. And
what?
Power shield into the up smash. SDX, the punish of a lifetime right there.
I guess
keeping himself alive.
Yeah, I guess he just knew that Salem wanted to keep his momentum going that time. That was such a hard read. Here comes Salem yet again. Look at all that damage that was built up off that combo, and now you're still in a bad position. What do you have? Salem goes for the neck right there with that forward smash, not finding anything.
And it looks like SDX is a little hesitant, second-guessing a lot of his options now. Hopefully this does not come to bite him in the butt. Does get one there. What can he do after? Into the grab. Quick 22%. Does not punish that landing by Salem right there. Trying to still do the slow and steady, but not allowing it. He's having none of it. Just forward and forward. Where are you, SDX? I will get there.
Yeah, and he'll always find a way. And even if he doesn't, it's okay. You have the percent lead. Eventually, SDX does have to come to you.
SDX looks like he just wants a little bit of the shadow ball. He's like, Salem, give me a second to breathe.
No time here. I mean, the only time that Salem wants is witch time. I don't think that will really be coming into play, especially with the way that SDX is playing. He's just playing so cognizant, mixing up the timing so that, witch time isn't really a factor. But he's still getting tagged by the hits of the neutral that Salem is well known for in this community.
Oh, is that one it? That one is it. SDX still trying to make use of the Nair, but great adjustments coming in from Salem. Recognizing that Nair was really the only answer that SDX was finding, and back air will beat it every single time.
Yep. And those back airs is one of the strongest things that Bayonetta has. And a character with such a strong kit, you have your witch twist, you have your witch time, you have her forward airs, which are low-key nice, you have her up tilts, but also you have her back air. Bayonetta's like 7 feet tall in her games, so you know that back air will be reaching far.